although Italy is one of these countries where social security contributions are the highest in Europe, so it's no reason to hide because that is the truth. We at the same time, the salaries of our professionals, so the people working in Italy, or actually the salary expectations are it tend to be lower than in other countries. Maybe it's not always the case, but tend to be lower in other countries. So overall, you might end up actually having, yes, having to pay, yes, high social security contribution, but overall a package that is lower than in other countries. So certainly for somebody that wants to pick the brain of some of the brightest people in Italy, that don't necessarily want to leave the country and work in the UK, in Germany, in the Netherlands, in the US, or so on, you can kind of you easily access this type of workforce remotely using a company like ours, right? And not and perhaps actually end up paying less than you would in your own country. That is certainly one reason. Or then again, perhaps if you want to explore the Italian market, right? And you don't necessarily want to set up your own entity straight away the first year, but perhaps wait for 1 or 2 years. We actually had a few clients that they started with us with our employer record solutions to test the market. Actually, a few good examples, and then after a while, they decided that, oh well, that's an interesting market. Let's actually open up an entity or a branch, and actually we were able to help them with that too, because we don't only offer employer record solutions or recruitment, but we also offer HR outsourcing services, right? So what we do, we take we introduce the company to the right notary, to the right accountant, to the right lawyer. Depends what they need, right? So each kind of company formation is a bit different. And we assist them. I like to say that we project manage the kind of phase, because we have this network of professionals with whom we work very well, right? So we project manage. We introduce it to, we facilitate all step by step, and then once the company is formed, our job is actually to assist the clients with HR outsourcing service. So you need to choose, first thing first, you need to choose the CBA, collective bargaining agreement, which in Italy is called CCNL, based on what you do. You need to write offer letter or perhaps straight away employment contracts. And then employees have questions when receive this employment contract, which you need to answer based on the local labor law, and that's what we do, right? So we consider this kind of solution as the local virtual HR office for the client, and the benefits for the client are clear, right? So consider that if you need to hire a local HR expert, you would pay what, roughly, a gross salary of 40K, a good one, not necessarily extremely senior, but on top you need to add 40% employer's cost, so you would see that the cost is quite high, and we can do with a fraction of that amount. We can actually do the same job, actually even better job, because we have a team of people, right, which specialize on a specific part of the employment law. And also you need to consider something else, that hiring a one person, an HR expert, it does not cover you for all the payroll related tasks, because payroll is not HR, right? So it's included, sometimes it's considered part of HR, but it's not. So that you still need perhaps to hire 2 people and not just one. So obviously, it does not make any sense unless you reach probably a threshold of 20 people, 30 people in Italy, then probably makes sense to have your own HR local office.